After my husband went on a business trip, I was left alone at home. At first, I was quite comfortable. Without him around nagging me to go to bed early and wake up early, I could lounge on the couch and watch those shows he always thought were childish. The coffee table was piled high with snacks. And I didn't even care when crumbs from the chips fell onto my pajamas. At night, I lay in our big bed, the space next to me empty. The familiar warmth of his body was gone, and the room was eerily quiet, with only the occasional sound of cars passing by outside the window, tossing and turning. I couldn't sleep, so I decided to open my phone and video call my husband. When the call connected, the lighting on his side was dim, and the background noise was loud, like he was in a bar. He quickly said he was at a business gathering, and hung up the phone. I felt a little disappointed. But I didn't think too much of it, assuming he was just busy with work. The next morning, as I sleepily went into the kitchen to prepare breakfast, I noticed a strange lipstick-marked tissue in the trash. Neither my husband nor I wear makeup. So where did this tissue come from? My heart tightened suddenly, and an uneasy feeling washed over me. Throughout the day, I couldn't focus, and all sorts of thoughts kept running through my mind. Was my husband hiding something from me? But we'd always had such a good relationship. That night, I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, my mind racing. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Who could that be, so late? I walked cautiously to the door, peeking through the peephole. It was pitch black outside, and I couldn't see a thing. The doorbell rang again, more urgently this time. My heart began to race, and my palms sweated with anxiety. I didn't dare open the door. Quietly, I asked, "Who's there?" But there was no answer, only dead silence. After a while, the doorbell finally stopped ringing. I collapsed on the floor, still shaken by the experience. The next few days were filled with strange occurrences. It felt like things in the house had been moved, but the doors and windows were intact. I started to feel scared, leaving all the lights on at night and curling up in the corner of the bed. Finally, my husband returned from his trip. I had planned to confront him immediately about the lipstick-marked tissue, but when I saw his tired face, I felt guilty and hesitated. That night, as we lay in bed, I struggled with my thoughts before finally speaking up. My husband was surprised at first, then burst out laughing. He explained that he had been dining with colleagues and one of the women had accidentally left a lipstick mark on his hand. He had wiped it off with a tissue, and carelessly thrown it in the trash. As for the doorbell and the feeling the things had been moved around, he thought it was probably just some mischievous kids in the neighborhood playing pranks. After hearing his explanation, I felt the weight lift off my chest. But thinking back on those days of fear, I still couldn't shake the unease. Perhaps being alone at home really does make the mind wander, leading you to overthink everything.